don't even think about creating another video until you listen to this. I got something I need to share with you guys, because let me tell you something. Like, to be honest, as I told you, I really struggled to understand how to make content that works, how to make content that was converting for a long time. I was posting a ton and I was making sure that, hey, I'm doing great captions, I'm doing great video, great content that brings value to people, but I struggled to see results in sales by posting these things. And I didn't have that for a long time until, as I told you guys, I saw and really dissected what my mentors were doing with their content. And when I realized that, all of a sudden it was really incredible. I was able to post content on a daily basis and make sure I word it the right way, and it flows directly to me, customers. Now, I'm going to share with you a few points that you guys can take and make sure that I want you to apply those, but realize a few things here and there. First, you got to stop making content feel like an ad. And that's something that's really interesting, because when you try to sell somebody, or when you take a look at yourself, for example, whenever you're on social media, you're there for entertaining yourself, finding some information sometimes. But the thing is, you are not here to have an ad thrown onto your face. That's the point. And the thing is, whenever you see that ad, whenever you have that ad coming in your face, well, you got, defenses up. You got to be strong and be like, I'm not going to let that message go through you. You are not receptive to the message they're throwing at you. So how can you do that with your content? Because if you are trying to make content and at some point it seems like an ad for them, they will have that automatic defense mechanism that we pretty much created with all the ads that we are seeing in today's world. And they won't understand the call to action. They won't do it. So you have to really make sure that your content doesn't feel like an ad, and it doesn't bring that defense up. That's what you really have to make sure that you don't do. So don't make that mistake. Thing number two is that you can't make them buy if you don't destroy their false beliefs first. And that's the one I can go extremely deep into. The thing is, I don't have enough time to really go that deep into it. But the thing is, people are not buying your products because they have beliefs. There are things that they believe in that are preventing them to purchase your products. They don't think it's going to work. They don't think it's going to work for them. And they don't think they will be able to apply it without any external circumstances providing them to do so. So you got to make sure you address those three things. And you got to make sure that you destroy those false beliefs first, because they can feel your product is incredible. They can believe in that. But if they don't, for example, believe in themselves being able to apply what you just offered them, they won't buy. Or if they believe that something else is going to prevent them to get those results, they won't buy. Or even if they don't believe that's the right vehicle, they won't buy. So you got to address those sales beliefs, those false beliefs that they got. And you got to destroy them and replace them with new beliefs. And how can you do that? How can you do that? Well, I'm going to share with you guys a little technique I use to make sure that you can do that. No gimmicks, by the way. No tips like gimmicks, because gimmicks don't work. I only share processes that will work for the best of your customers and yourself, and that will work forever. So I'm going to share that further in today's episode. Next thing that you need to know is that, yes, we're always talking about how we should post content, we should do all that. But one thing that I can not mention enough is that you guys have to ask for the action. You guys have to ask for the business, because if you don't do, you won't. People are not going to go by themselves, check out your description, and click your link. You gotta ask them to do it, because if not, something else is going to grab their attention and they're going to go and do something else. You have to tell them to do specific things, where to go, what to do, make it as easy and seamless as possible for them to do so. So you can make sure that they actually do the actions that you want them to take. Make sure you have a call to action, whatever it is. Click there, do this, do that, share, but make sure you always have a call to action. I already talked about that in the previous episode, but that's a point that I cannot go back enough on.